Okay, ready to unlock some serious wisdom?
Hit me with it.
Today's deep dive, we're taking on the 7 keys to the kingdom of God, straight from the Apostle Peter himself.
Ah, Peter. Always a good source for some, shall we say, pointed advice.
No kidding. But seriously, what's cool about these keys, and we're pulling this from an online article that breaks them down, is that they're not just some ancient history lesson.
Right.
They're like surprisingly practical, even for today, whether you consider yourself particularly religious or not.
It's true. These principles, tucked away in Peter's letters, they really resonate even now. It's like they unlock something universal about, well, about living a good life.
Totally. Okay, so first key, and this one's kind of a foundational one, is faith.
Okay, faith, got it.
But not just any old faith, right? Peter's really specific about faith in Jesus as the way to salvation.
And here's where we got to unpack that word salvation a bit. Because it can sound kind of, I don't know, heavy, maybe. In the Christian world, though, it's all about that deep down assurance that you're right with God in this life and the next. And what Peter nails is that this faith, this trust, it's not about following a bunch of rules. It's about tapping into this wellspring of joy, of hope.
That's actually really beautiful when you put it that way, especially when you think about the context, right? Those early Christians, they were facing some serious heat.
Oh, absolutely. Persecution, trials, you name it.
Yeah.
They needed that unshakable faith just to get through the day.
It's like that image of Peter himself trying to walk on water, full of faith, right up until that doubt creeps in.
And boom, down he goes. But that's the thing about Peter. He's so relatable. He messes up, he doubts, but he always comes back to that faith.
Okay, key number 2, holiness and righteous living. I'll be honest, this one always feels a bit intimidating.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, we're supposed to be perfect all the time, please.
Right. Where's the sign-up sheet for that?
Yeah.
But what if, and I love how the article phrases this, what if instead of aiming for this impossible standard of perfection, we thought about holiness as mirroring God's character in our everyday lives?
Okay, now that's something I can get behind. Less about being perfect, more about, like you said, reflecting those core values, compassion, integrity, love.
Exactly. It's about aligning our actions with those ideals, not about being some kind of superhuman.
And that, I think, leads perfectly into key number 3, which is love. And let me tell you, Peter is passionate about this one. It pops up again and again in his letters.
A broken record.
Well, not quite, but he definitely sees it as the heart of the matter. But why do you think he emphasizes it so much?
Honestly. Because love, true love, the kind Peter's talking about, it changes everything.
100%. And it's not some passive feeling. It's active. It's a verb. It's about caring for each other deeply, building each other up, and creating a genuine sense of community.
There's this one line in his first letter that always gets me. Above all, love each other deeply. It's like he's saying, if you only remember one thing, let it be this.
It's such a powerful message, even now.
Mm.
Okay, ready for key number 4. This one's a bit trickier.
Yeah, me.
Submission and respect for authority. Admittedly, a tough one to swallow in today's world.
Yeah, especially with all the, baggage that comes with the word submission. Doesn't exactly scream individuality, does it?
Right. But let's remember the context here. Peter was writing to early Christians facing some intense persecution. Imagine being part of a marginalized group, constantly misunderstood and mistreated. In that context, respecting authority wasn't about blindly following. It was a strategic necessity.
It was about survival, about picking your battles, knowing when to stand up for your beliefs, even if it meant facing the consequences.
And those consequences often led to suffering, which brings us to key number 5.
Okay, now this one always throws me for a loop. Suffering as a key. Who wants to unlock that door?
Right. It sounds kind of counterintuitive. But Peter, he doesn't sugarcoat things. He acknowledges that suffering is a part of life. But here's the kicker. He frames it as a chance for growth, a testament to our faith.
So it's not about pretending that suffering doesn't exist. It's about finding meaning in it, finding that inner strength to carry on.
Exactly. And that strength is what fuels our ability to endure, which, you guessed it, is key number 6.
So let me get this straight. We face suffering, and then we have to endure it. That sounds a little, passive.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Peter's not talking about passively accepting whatever life throws our way.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about cultivating a resilient spirit, an unyielding hope. It's about tapping into that inner strength that keeps us going when everything feels impossible.
It's like that image of a tree bending in a storm, but it never breaks.
I nailed it. And that resilience is what paves the way for the final key, spiritual growth.
Okay, bring us home. What does spiritual growth actually look like?
Think of it as an ongoing journey, not some destination you arrive at. It's about constantly learning, self-reflecting, and gaining a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the grand scheme of things.
So we've unlocked all 7 keys. What's the one big takeaway you hope listeners walk away with today?
For me, the power of these keys is that they provide this timeless blueprint for living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. No matter what you believe, they remind us that even in the middle of struggles and challenges, there's always an opportunity for growth, for love, for connection.
I love that. It's about recognizing that these principles, they have the power to help us become better versions of ourselves. And by doing that, create a better world. So here's something to chew on. What if we stopped seeing these keys as religious rules and started seeing them as universal principles for personal growth, for creating a more just and compassionate world?
Now, that's something worth thinking about.